friends, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with my blush bronzer organizational video, and we're probably going to do a little bit of other categories as well, because what happened was, well, I'll just talk about it later, but if that sounds like something you like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Okay, I was about to give it all away in that little intro. I was like, Abby, hold on, slow down, step back, step back. Okay, look, we talked a lot in my Vlogmas of my makeup organization. It was a big thing. We moved my makeup from my shelf to my IKEA 5, and you saw the whole process. You saw Jared move it in here. You saw me clean the room. You saw me move each category, but I didn't get to highlight and bronzer because I wanted to get new containers. I ordered the wrong size. And I want to keep them, but it's gonna mean I have to redo stuff. And I already started playing with it, but I was like, I just need to bring y'all along. We need to figure this out because now I got another mess, and let's just do it. Yep. All right, well, you can see the palettes are already back out. They're already back out. Got new containers for the short, and you can see I've already played with it and I'm not committed to it. Here's what happened. I wanted to order 3 more of these so that they would all be lined up. I would have 6. Okay, that was the plan. But these I bought a few years ago, and they are no longer available on Amazon, because you know how Amazon gets rid of stuff. Okay, so I ordered these because they were about the same price, maybe a little cheaper. They look the same online, but I did not look at the measurements. Well, as you can see, one is just a little bit bigger. Okay, well, here's the thing. All right, so moving on. I cannot fit 2 of these back, like lined up, all right? I can't fit one of these behind it because it's not long enough. Now, the beauty of all of this is that these fit basically perfect like this. Like, there's just like a little space. Like, not even like anything. But that's not like the ideal direction for all of this to go in. But it's not bad. It's not bad. So I'm kind of between, I played with it a little bit and I shifted it like this. We have the one long one. We have the 2 shorter ones, and these are all highlighters. And then I have like these kind of longer ones sitting in the side. Now I think they were on this side. And then all of my highlighter palettes there. And I honestly don't hate it, okay? I don't hate it. I like that you have, or we have, I have, whatever, one dedicated. It's just one dedicated highlight drawer. So, okay, let me just show you where we're at. We'll keep going through it. So this is 100% highlighters. All my highlighter singles, all my highlighter palettes, they're 100% highlighters. There's no like blush or anything in these palettes. And then there's even room to grow, so it's not all like, you know, like, oh, we're shoving all these into one hole. You know, it's just, it's nice. All right, so let me move on. All right, I forgot I had my other light on. It was making the screen yellow, so I just fixed that. All right, so if we close that, here is all blush. We went through this together. This is perfect. I don't want to touch it. But this is a similar idea. I'm showing you just so you can see the whole picture. All highlighters. And these are all blush, even all blush palettes. All right, which are back here. Which is nice. It's nice having it all in one spot. And then you come down here, and this is face, and then also the single eyeshadows and brow products and that kind of thing. During Vlogmas, we made this an all palette drawer that had face and eyeshadow palettes. So what I'm thinking, because I already took out, you saw the stack on top are my eyeshadows. Penny Lynn left me a comment that maybe my bigger eyeshadow palettes I could sit next to my lipsticks on the shelf back here and do it kind of like a bookcase style. And then I would have my lipsticks and my eyeshadows together. Also, it could be, she didn't say this part, but it could potentially be like just a background for my videos. And I really like that idea. So I was thinking when I was arranging this that I would take out all of these eyeshadow palettes, except for the magnetic ones I'll leave down here. And then I would just leave the bronzers going like this because the palettes are already going like this. So it then makes sense that these other ones go like that, right? Right? Am I in the right direction? And then just in case you missed Vlogmas, the very last one. Oh, it's just so stunning. These are all of my eyeshadow palettes with the exception of the large one. So like the little ones and the regular size one. It's just so satisfying to see this drawer. Oh, thank you, Morty. So okay. I feel like I'm in the right direction, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go one by one through my highlighters because we didn't do that during Vlogmas. And I'm not going to go through the palettes because we've already done that in Vlogmas. We'll go through the singles. And yeah, we'll just go from there. You're at a weird angle because I'm trying to edit out my loud animal print pants that do not match my shirt. And that you guys know how I am with patterns. And then the stuff in the corner. So we're just at a weird angle. I'll just bring it to you. Okay, I'll just bring it to you. So we're going to start with this first longer area. We have, this is a highlighter, Floss, Sunlit. She's pretty, right? Yep, okay. We have MAC, oh, Double Gleam. She's truly stunning. Then we have another MAC, Soft and Gentle. Where you guys at? I know everyone owns this, or maybe a version, a dupe of it. This is so good. This is MAC. This one, Oh Darling, if you remember, was originally released as a limited edition in this packaging, but then it was released in the full line in their normal packaging. It's so pretty. We talked about Ofra Blissful quite a bit during Vlogmas because I have it in a palette as well from Ofra, but we are going to go ahead and keep it. This kind of champagne color you'll see here, like Blissful, this Double Gleam. You'll see these two tones are my thing. I basically just have like 20 versions of that. We have the Natasha Denona Super Glow. This one is in 01 Fair. See? You see where we're going here? Yep. Alright, then we have Nabla. This one is the Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finishing Glow Powder in Ozone, sorry. She's so pretty. I got this during a 21 Days of Beauty from Ulta maybe like a year ago. So worth it. I have these two Pixie by Petra. I don't even know if they make these anymore. But look, listen, they are so good. Like they're on par with like the Nabla. Very similar formula. Very similar to these MAC kind of, I don't even know, like what do they call these? Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Very on par with these higher end ones. So we have Delicate Dew, which is my favorite. More so this lighter shade, but I can really make them both work. These are a little bit neglected in my collection. I need to work on that. And then we have Subtle Sunrise. Again, this lighter one is more of my color, but they're both really nice. So those are nice. Kind of affordable. Pixie's kind of in the middle there for the drugstore. I've had these Maybelline Master Chromes for so long. I'm going to hold on to them a little bit longer, but they maybe are something I should pull at my next makeup basket to see if they're still even good. Because I've had these for more than 6 years, maybe 7, because I was with my ex when I purchased these, and I haven't been with him in over 6 years. So Maybelline Master Chrome, this one is in Molted Rose Gold. These are also very good for the drugstore as well. I believe they still make them. I actually don't really know. This one is the Molted Gold. My collection is kind of a mix of older makeup and newer makeup. I do a good job of decluttering and kind of getting rid of things more quickly than I used to. That's why I don't have these huge declutters to do on my channel anymore, because I basically am better at, like, if I instantly don't like it, either returning it or passing it to a friend before it goes bad. This is so good, the Revlon Skin Lights. This one is in Daybreak Glimmer 201. Again, you can see a trend. This again is similar to the Pixie formula, similar to this MAC Double Gleam formula. Just so stunning and super affordable. I love Cookie by Benefit. She is so good. This is probably one of my favorites outside of the MAC Double Gleam. She's just in your face and she has no shame about it. I do have two highlighters sitting next to me in my makeup basket. Oh guys, I moved my makeup back in my beauty room. I've done my makeup so far this week in here and it's been awesome. We have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector that looks like this. This one's in pearl, so she's very bright. And then we also have Color Rain in Selfie. This one I was wearing in the intro. It's kind of a gold tone. It's really pretty. Alright, we have an oldie but a goodie, the Urban Decay Afterglow Highlighter. This one is in Sin. This is a really nice highlighter still. Again, this one's probably 6 years old at this point, but I do still really enjoy it. The ABH Amrezy Classic. If you have it, pull it. If you don't have it, many of the other things I've mentioned are dupes for it, so it's easily dupable. We have Juvia's Place Highlighter Volume 3. I don't think they make this anymore, but this one is so stunning, very similar to Cookie. I told you I have a type. If I were to declutter anything in here, it would be this, but I'm not ready yet. This is the Wet n Wild Be My Honey. This was a limited edition that came out a couple of summers ago. I should really more so move it to my bronzer drawer because I want to see if I can use this as maybe like a bronzer topper. But I want to hold on to it a little while. I think this is probably the only thing in my collection that I'm like, maybe I'd get rid of it, but I really just don't feel that energy today. I really love this Lorac Starlight. Again, another beaming in your face, beautiful highlight. We have e.l.f. This is white gold. I basically have like 20 of the, I told you I have 20 of the same color and I have no shame. I don't want to get any comments like, they're all the same. Acknowledged. I understand. I understand. Revolution. This is the highlighter Reloaded Dare to Divulge. It's kind of like a baked situation. LA Girl Strobe Light. This one is 110 watts. So pretty in your face. We have this Milani Dulce Perla Baked Highlighter. I was so excited when they started releasing highlighters like in this baked formula. It's so good. I really like it. A little bit neglected in my collection, but loved nonetheless. We have this Jaclyn Cosmetics Iced Highlighter. It's just called a highlighter. I got this again, I think it was actually, I got these the same time a year ago during an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, but this is really pretty. Jaclyn is such like a, she's kind of hard to like, but she's also very entertaining, so I find myself still watching her, even though, like, I think she's just a little, she's a little, reckless, I guess you could say, but I don't know. Look at how cute this is. I put all my minis. Oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry. I put all my minis in this container. How cute is that? Okay, let's go over my minis. We have one from Bare Min. Oh, this is a bronzer. I need to move it to my bronzer part. This is in Warmth. Yes. Why do I? Oh, and then I'm going to move this other mini. I mean, I think this is full size, but the container is mini in there. Alright, we have Bronzilla by The Balm. I haven't used this yet. This was given to me and I need to use it. A bronzer. Wait, hello. Bronzer. Hello. Didn't even catch it. Alright, we're moving that to bronzers. We have Opal by Becca. This is when they came out with those duochromed highlighters. I think it's really pretty. I have that one, and then I also have Rose Quartz. So pretty. Again, maybe a little neglected in my collection, but that's okay. IBY. She's my type. This one is called Radiant Glow Highlighter. I guess it doesn't really have a name outside of that. We have another Becca. This is one of my favorites, which is Moonstone. This might be something to consider panning for next year. Intriguing thought. We have Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Alright, let's show our age. Were you into makeup on YouTube when this was the most hyped product? Have you been around since then? This isn't from that era, I don't believe. This was given to me, but do you remember that? Do you remember? Let me know. Alright, Nomad. This is Kiss of Sun Highlights. So this is what we're looking like. We have a little room here and here. Well, let's just move some stuff around so it makes more sense, at least for right now. So yeah, I still have a couple that are in my makeup basket, and then we're not super tight that if I bought a new one, there's nowhere for it to go. This feels good. And then like I said, the highlighters are back here. I went through those in my palettes, so I'm not going to go through them here, but they are sitting back here. And the way they're sitting, I can see what they all are, even though they are like a little bit tucked back. So I think that they're still visible and I can still use them. So I think this is good. I think this is good. You guys can let me know, but let's skip down to the bronzers. Here we go. I am going to move these out. I'm going to leave the Tarte in here because it's just an empty magnetic palette. I'm going to take these to the side and move this back down. Okay, you guys, again, will have to tell me what you think, but I think this looks so nice. I'm almost pondering getting a third one of these because these are kind of tight. There's not really room for growth. Not that I'm really trying to grow my collection, but it's nice to not just have things crammed together. So I did go ahead and take the eyeshadow palettes out from back here. These containers are $5.99 from Amazon, and I really do like how they fit basically perfect in here. I just hate that they're in this direction. I mean, they will go the other way. You just can't, there would be like nothing to put back here, basically. It's a challenge. These are all of my face palettes with a bronzer, blush, highlight, or some combo of that in them. We did go through that in Vlogmas, and I also posted my haul where we talked about the Hourglass palette and all the other little goodies that I purchased for my birthday. So that is the last day of Vlogmas. So I'm not going to go through these palettes again because, like I said, we have gone through them. I did have to throw in the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It in medium in here because it's just kind of a big bronzer, but otherwise they are all here. So let's go through those together. All right, so starting in the back, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is Rosewood Bronzer. This is one of my favorites. It's just super blendable, easy to use. And then we have the Maybelline City Bronzer. This is a great bronzer. This one is in 100. Great period, but affordable at the drugstore. We have the Milani Silky Matte. This one is in 01. And then I also have it in the color 02. So it's just a little bit darker. We We have the ColourPop bronzer. I don't even remember what it's called at this point, but it is a nice bronzer. We have e.l.f. This one is one of my favorites, Forever Sunkiss. Super affordable, easy to blend. I love it so much. We have Revlon Skin Lights, just like the highlighter. This bronzer is in Sunlight Glow 110. Like a baked product, but oh my gosh, so freaking good. Nabla, I got this at the same time as that highlighter, but it's a skin bronzing Sunkiss Effect Bronzing Powder in Ombre. So pretty, so pretty. Oh, I just love all these highlighters. Like, no, I'm never getting rid of them. We already talked about the Wet n Wild. I brought that down here. Hourglass, this one is Luminous Bronze Light. I have mixed feelings about this particular color. I love Hourglass, period. But this particular bronzer, I'm hot or cold about. Hot and cold about, I guess you could say. NARS, I have a couple of Laguna. They're both like mini sizes. I think this one is so good. I love it. Maybe one day I'll get the large one, but not that I need it. And then we already went through the Bronzilla together. I already stuffed it in here. Alright, then back here we have Sephora Collection Fiji Bronzer. This is really nice, similar to this ColourPop one. Love this one, the Glowish by Huda Beauty. I really like this line a lot. I have the setting powder. I have some blushes. I'm curious to try really everything from the line, but this particular bronzer is in 2 medium. This is a Soft Radiance bronzing powder. It's so good. You can build it up. You basically can't mess it up. This one, the Rosewood, and this e.l.f., like, you cannot mess it up. So if you're new to bronzers, those would be what I recommend because they're going to look good. Same with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This has quite a fragrance on it, so keep that in mind if you are sensitive to fragrances. This particular one is in bronzer. I have panned one of these before, different like tone, but again, you can't mess it up. You can't mess it up. We have L'Oreal Infallible Bronzer. This one is in Fair. This one's newer to my collection. I honestly need to give it some love. I'm not disappointed in it, but I don't really have strong opinions on it. I don't think I've used this one, or maybe I used it once, but it's Hannah Lee Matte Bronzer. This was given to me by one of you guys. Angela sent it to me, so I need to give it some more love along. Oh, we already talked about the Bare Minerals Bronzer. Okay, this one I love. They don't make this anymore, the Too Faced Sweet Tea. This is another one you cannot mess up. I obviously can't recommend it to you if you're new to bronzer because you can't find it anymore. But it's beautiful. Very similar to the Sephora and the ColourPop one, which they probably... I don't know what their ColourPop's doing because they changed their inventory a lot. But I'm sure Sephora still has theirs. And also another version of that I know is still available is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. Look, clearly she's a favorite. I love it so much. This, once I finish it, will one day be in my collection again, but probably not anytime soon because I have so many here. Then we have the Milani Baked Bronzers. This one is in Glow. I don't know. This is like a very neglected one in my collection. I probably have had this one for 6 years as well. I don't dislike it either. I just don't know why I don't reach for it. This one's from Yensa, also given to me by Angela. I am currently using the CC cream by them, but I need to use this. It's a cream bronzer. These type of products scare me, but I do need to give it a go. So we'll put it back. I think everything looks really nice in here. It's visually pleasing. I enjoy just looking at it. I found myself now, since I've moved the IKEA 5 back in here and we've organized it together, I just come in and I look. I just open a drawer, I look, and then I walk away, and then I do it again later. I don't know. It's just really pleasing. So we are going to close this and then put the eyeshadow palettes next to the lipsticks. Alright, this is what it's looking like. I think it looks pretty good. It's a work in progress. I say that every time I organize or change something. But I think I like it like that. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, we'll leave it. Alright guys, that's going to be everything for this video. Thank you guys so much for being here. Of course, let me know. How did I do? What should I switch? You guys always let me know all the ideas. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!